Okay, now that we're rolling, hopefully still, we're going to do a technique called counter conditioning. Now,
Okay.
what counter conditioning is we want to expose the dog to the stimulus in a controlled situation at a low level of intensity so the dog can process it. And we want to do it while we're providing the dog with a positive reinforcer. In this case, I'm using the Tricky Trainer liver-flavored soft treats, which I'm going to leave with you after the session. Now, I want her to practice getting little pieces of this one right now without you playing. And what happens in counter conditioning is the dog is associated a negative association with the playing the guitar or whatever the stimulus is. And so they engage their fight or flight mode typically. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the leash to prevent her from engaging her flight mode. And I'm going to, as soon as she starts chewing this, I'm going to have you start playing. So I can orientate her face looking wherever I want by changing where it's looking. I want her to look at you while you're playing. So while she's hearing the soothing tones of your guitar playing, she's getting delivered a high value treat while she sees you do the thing that, for whatever reason, she was fearful of. So it might have been there was a mariachi on the street where she came around and tried to steal some of his food and he chased her, and so now she has a negative association with guitar.
And so I should do that, like for example, if I start singing like the same thing, so she gets used to that.
Exactly. Now, if we want to combine it with singing, I would want to get her used to the guitar first.
That's what I was going to ask.
Before you do the singing. We always want to do one step at a time. Now, if she won't sit or she won't take the treat, then she's telling us we're too close to the guitar. So we would open our space up and maybe move a couple feet away and keep on increasing the space until she will take the treat while sitting. Now, once she's comfortable at, right now we're doing a pretty close distance, but let's say we're 10 feet away. Then maybe we move her to, after she's comfortable at 10 feet, we'll move to 9 feet and repeat the process at 9 feet. And we keep on doing this until eventually we're this close and she doesn't have a problem with the guitar. And as a matter of fact, she's like, can you pull out the guitar and play me some songs? Because every time the guitar comes out,
I get
high value treats. So you can use this counter conditioning technique for anything she's fearful of. But the key is we don't want to push too far. We don't want the dog to have a negative association or to react like growl or bark or run away. So we always want to end on a good one and then come back to it a couple hours later. Always give the dog a recovery period. But this will give her the ability to, again, have a positive association with the guitar. And eventually, she'll just kind of lay down next to you and we won't have to use the treats.
I really just want to teach her how to sing along with me.
She's going to teach you to sing? Oh! I can't teach that. That's a dog training thing. I'm just a dog behaviorist. I just fix dog
But you
problems.
can teach.
You can, yeah, absolutely. You can use a whistle and get them to go. Yeah, there's a lot of it. You can go to YouTube.
I think I kind of really want to do that at some point.
That'd be a great little trick for her to learn. But you can see right now she's more preoccupied and interested in the treat, and that would be maybe the next step. So I would do it with a friend to do this, keeping her on the leash. And at first, just play guitar. When she gets comfortable and she gets right next to you, then maybe we do it with you humming the tune, the melody like you are. And then eventually we do it with you actually full-blown singing. But we don't want to move too far too fast because then the dog creates a negative association and validates the dog's fear. Right? But normally she'd be running away.
She would just go into her
straight
kennel and hide.
Excellent.
Straight. Yeah.
You did very, very good.
Good job.
Yes, good girl. So that's how we use counter conditioning.
Awesome.
I'm going to do one last one.
Perfect.